Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This channel is called 4 Strands of Hair. 4, implying you only have 4 strands of hair, thus you are suffering from male pattern baldness. Or if you want to look at it as FOR, 4 strands of hair, we are here striving to get more hair because we're suffering from male pattern baldness. Anyway, as I said, this channel is mostly going to be about hair loss. So we're going to look at medical treatments available, what you can do, what you cannot do, transplants and the such. And we'll look at medical care available for male pattern baldness, finasteride, minoxidil, and we'll look at maybe some more cosmetic options available, hair pieces, toupees, those sorts of things. So yeah, look forward to the content, please. For this first video, I thought I would just show you some subreddits which can be really helpful. They definitely helped me when I started this journey of combating my hair loss, and maybe not everyone knows about them. So this specific subreddit is called Tressless. I'm actually not so sure on how to pronounce that. I guess it's French, it means without hair or something, I don't know. But anyway, this is a really good subreddit. People will tell you all you need to know about how to combat your hair loss, especially with regards to medication. The people on here will mostly talk about finasteride, dutasteride, and minoxidil. Those are the biggest and best medications available. Anyway, let's just take a quick look through here, see what's going on. So some of these posts will actually be guys who've had transplants, so I don't want to show you that. I want to show you a realistic outcome from taking these medicines. So yeah, this guy, he's on finasteride, 5 milligrams once a day. That's actually quite a lot. I personally take 1 mg, not 5. But anyway, that's up to your doctor and you. But look at this guy. This picture is, I guess, his before. So he's suffering pretty hardcore hair loss. Most people lose from the front, but this guy seems to be losing at a steady pace all over. So let's see his after photos. Still really thin. Looks like he's getting some regrowth, and I believe these last pictures are his real after photos. And you can see right here, like, he's still thinner than the average guy, but compared to his before picture, wow. I mean, let's look at that again. Compare this to that. And I think this is safe to say a pretty common outcome for these medications. You're not going to regrow the hair you had when you were 17, but it's going to look thicker and it's going to look healthier than it did before you started the medications. And the best things about these medications, I mean, wow, oh Jesus, look at that. He grew all his hair back. The best part about these medications is it really, 9 times out of 10, it stops you from losing more hair, which if you ever plan on having a transplant, you need to get that under control. But yeah, that's just amazing. And yeah, the next subreddit I want to show you is the transplant subreddit. Some of the pictures on here can be kind of gross, like this right here. What you're looking at is this guy's had the healthy hair, the DHT resistant hair on the back of his head. He's had them removed and put onto the top of his head. It looks pretty horrible, but still, I want to show you a really good example of a transplant. Look at this guy, suffering a receding hairline, thinning hair. This is where he got his grafts put in, made a nice hairline at the front. You can see it all there. But just look at that after. He looks like a new man. He looks amazing. That's one of the best transplants I've ever seen. And as I said, one thing to make note of is if you ever plan on getting a transplant, you need to be on medication. This guy, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he says right here, he'd been on finasteride and minoxidil for 5 years. Like, years before his procedure and continuing after his procedure. You need the medication because the hair behind your transplanted hair is going to continue to thin and fall out. So if you want to have a good head of hair, you need to be on the medication. And then the next subreddit I want to show you is the hair system subreddit. And this might not be for everyone, but it's still a viable option for people. Let's just sort by top. See the best comments this month, and we'll see what we're dealing with. So a hair system is basically a wig, a toupee. It gets bonded, just a fancy word for glue, onto your head. And there's a lot of joke posts here, but you know, whatever. I'll try to find a good one. Yeah, this is a guy who's wearing a hair system. I reckon 8 times out of 10, if you didn't know that guy was wearing a system, you wouldn't know. Unless he told you. Let's see what this guy is. He's before suffering massive baldness. And you know, a lot of people who wear these hair systems, they don't want to take medication. That's completely understandable. They don't want to have surgery, because a hair transplant is a surgery. And yeah, it looks good. It's definitely an option. Some of them look bad, some of them look good, some of them look amazing. This one looks amazing. This one looks okay. This one looks okay. Yeah, if you want hair, why not? This looks amazing. Let's see this. That looks completely natural. This guy's added some grey to it. That's like kryptonite for hair system detection. Nobody's ever going to know that's a hair system. So just to know this as an option, I'll make videos in the future explaining more on this. And the last subreddit I want to show you is Are Bald. So you don't want to take medicine. You don't want to get surgery. You don't want to be gluing things onto your head. What do? You can keep your receding hairline if you want. That's a choice. Or you can shave it off. And most people look better with a shaved head than a receding hairline. So let's see. This guy had thinning going on. I actually think he looks pretty good with his hair the way it is, but still, yeah, he looks clean, sharp and clean. Let's see this. This is a, you know, devastating hair loss. He's got a little island there, thinning going on in the middle. Just looks unkempt. Let's see what he looks like after. Oh, actually, he hasn't shaved. He's telling us that his wife thinks he should shave, and I agree. If you don't want to do something to combat your hair loss, just shave it off. I mean, long hair like that's not going to help anyone. This guy, you know, looks good. So yeah, those 4 subreddits. You've got Tresless, transplants, hair system, and bald.